Hi, I'm back with another video from home because I'm currently on break, but I'm gonna go back to college in a couple days. So I thought it'd be a fun video idea to have a bunch of sketchbook ideas, but ones that I haven't heard of personally before, because there's a bunch of sketchbook ways to chunkify your sketchbook, but I've heard them a lot, like bottle caps and sticky post-it notes and receipts. But I've heard this a lot, but I want to include some of mine that I haven't heard before personally. Though of course someone's probably made these as suggestions, but whoops. But yeah, I have what is it? Six sketchbooks. Six sketchbooks. Two of these aren't actually completed, but they still have some good ideas. But I'm also gonna be splitting this video into two parts, and it's materials that you probably have, and then materials that you probably don't have, or it's likely that you have. It's likely that you don't have them, but there might be a chance, you know. But my first sketchbook suggestion is ripping pages. I actually do this. I do this a little. Okay. Well, over here, yeah. I remember ripping this out of this sketchbook actually, because I needed a bookmark, and I pasted it on this side for this Caleb drawing, but I didn't like how that looks, so I redid that whole thing. So that's one example. I also remember ripping. I can show you a remnants of a rip page here, I think, probably, because I was drawing something for a family member for their birthday. It's right here. This is where I ripped it. And this is also watercolor, so I'm probably gonna rip out of the sketchbook the most. And my second idea was wrapping paper and tissue paper. The holidays just... I'm filming this video like right after New Year's Day, and look, it's in this photo. But it doesn't, and I got some, I got some gifts from some family, and I used it right here with the background of this anonymous FC drawing. I call him Death sometimes, and you can barely see it, but it's in the background of here. But again, you can barely see it. I also have some in my scrapbooking. It's tissue paper right here, so that's something you could use. I think I made a whole page with Sen and Heather in this sketchbook. If you already watch my content, you probably might already seen these pages, but that's okay. It was on this. It was in the other one. Yes, it was this one. And this is the tissue paper, and also rolled up the tissue paper and made this little border thing. So that's one, tissue and wrapping paper. And another one is old calendars. Oh, I had this really weird calendar. I remember it had like a bunch of butterflies. I definitely put it in this sketchbook. Oh, it is right here. But this calendar was really weird because it wasn't January to December. It was actually like August or July to June because of like the school year and stuff. But it was a really weird calendar, but it had a bunch of butterflies and I liked it. And I just finished my pushing calendar, so I'm planning to use that one too. But it's pretty big, so haven't used it yet, but I am planning to use that. But now is the section that is more likely, or it is less likely that you own these things. The first one would be hole punchers. I believe I have one in this one right now. But I have a basic hole puncher. I have a basic hole puncher and this stars hole puncher right here. Nope, sorry. And this basic one right here. And what I like to do, but I got this one from Daiso, and I sometimes like to use the stars that I punch, and sometimes the holes punch out of this one, and like glue them to actual pages. There was a receipt here. This one's a good example. But I star punched. I punched hole punched this whole receipt here, and I put it right next to here, right next to the end. That's a good example. The next one is googly eyes. I prefer to put these on sketchbook covers, as you can see, right here, one right there, and one big one right there. But I do include it in some spreads. Right here. There's one, there's two with this Ivantel spread. This is actually one of my favorite spreads, probably. So, that's another one. I got these ones for like $1 or $2 at an art store. Yeah, it's, oh, I can show you I probably should have gotten this out earlier, but I got these, and emergency googly eyes, and they have sticker backings. I don't think all googly eyes have like the sticker backings, so you could, but these ones do, if you want to get these. They were pretty cheap. Honestly, my what is it? Maybe just Daiso, period, for sketchbook ideas if you want to include some, and they're pretty cheap. And another thing I'd like to use is washi tape. I have a lot of washi tape, and you probably saw this one when I took it out. But all these washi tape are from Daiso, except for this Sonic one, which was given to. It was from what is it? It was from Kura Sushi Bar, but it was like a gachapon basically. And someone didn't want it, so they just gave it to me, and I just kept holding on it. And the next one was cutting with weird scissors. Okay, wait, it's hard to explain, so I'll show you what I mean by weird scissors, but it's these kinds of scissors. I believe I had these since I was like 5, or I was in elementary school. But I like to use these when cutting out things out of packages. So, latest example I could give you is in my current one. Anyways, so here's example. I used a lot of these when cutting out the alien stage and these Jinbei-san or Jinbei-san, sorry, Jinbei-san sticker backings. They were part of like sticker. They were part of like sticker packaging, and I also used it to cut out these alien stage ones on the blind box I got. But yeah, I really like these, and I could not tell you where I got these. I just so happened to have them from like years ago, and honestly, my current scissors that I use, I've had them since I was 5. So a lot of these ones, a lot of this, the materials in this section are things I had when I was super young and I didn't. I'm like, these are good for sketchbooking now. But if you are interested, these are Provo Craft. I think these came in like a whole like plastic cylinder thing, but these are the only 2 that's managed to survive over the years. And the last one I have for you today is in here. The next one is Polaroids. That's my face, but it doesn't necessarily need to be a Polaroid of you. I also don't own a Polaroid. I was at a wedding and they had like Polaroids, so I just decided to take one of myself just for fun, and there's a random person back there. And but if I did have a Polaroid, I would probably take pictures of my silly little plushes. And I think I might have done that. But yeah, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. It should be easy for me to edit, so I should be able to get this out. Yeah, thank you, bye. You may notice the video is not over yet, and that's because I forgot to include some ideas that I wanted to include. I even wrote one down, and I thought of the other for the longest time. But here's a bonus section. I'm gonna list at the top right corner if it's the likelihood of you having them, but enjoy. Hi. I forgot to include one sketchbook idea, so I'm going to include it as a separate point. Speaking of hole punchers, if you also have ribbons or string of any kind, use the ribbons and string to thread the ribbon through the using the hole puncher. And yeah, just like you can see here with Leon and Blend's drawing, though the paper broke a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, that's all I wanted to add. I completely forgot, but this is like probably one of my favorite sketchbook ideas. So go back to the video, rest of the video. Bye. So this is not back, but this is in fact forward. I'm back at college. Basically, I formatted that whole clip like I was gonna cut that clip in with the rest of the video, but as you can see, I did not end up doing that. But for my last idea, you have a phone, correct? You use a screen protector for that phone. So that's the idea. It's basically just save your leftover screen protector. And I used it here with my OC case in Pastel Decora. I've used this in past sketchbooks with Shion from Kingdom Hearts and another OC, Chihoon, but this is Pastel Decora case. It's a bit cracked. You can also manually make cracks if you want to. It's up to you. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you end up using any of these sketchbook ideas, I'd love to know. But bye for real this time. Thank you.